existence, bond of views, and the bond of ignorance. They are called Kama Yoga, Bhava Yoga, Ditti Yoga, Avidya Yoga. Kama Yoga is, so Buddha explained them. The Kama Yoga, Bhava Yoga, the bonds of existence. Ditti Yoga, bonds of views. And Avidya Yoga, bonds of ignorance. Now, let us see this, each yoga. Buddha said, Buddha himself explained them in detail. And Buddha asked, what because is the bond of sensuality? Here someone does not understand as they really are, the origin and the passing away, the gratification, the danger, and the escape of sensual pleasures. Sensual pleasures. In Pali it's called samudayancha, attangamancha, asadancha, adinavancha, nissaranancha. Samudaya, you have heard the word samudaya, dukkha samudaya. Second noble truth, samudaya. Arising of sensual pleasures. It is used in plural, kamanang in Pali. Sensual pleasures. That means through the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, sensual pleasures arise. When samudayancha, arising, how they arise through the eyes. When we see objects, which we think, each and every one of us thinks, is pleasant. The pleasant is not in the object, but it is in our mind. We have preconditions of attributing pleasure to object. So when we see the object, if the senses are not trained, through the Indriya Samvara, restraining our senses, when we don't restrain our senses, we nimittagahi, anubhyanjanagahi. We see the sign of objects and its details. If we see a person, we see the person's eyes are beautiful, ears are beautiful, nose beautiful, teeth are beautiful, skin is beautiful, hair is beautiful, figure is beautiful, and so forth and so on. Go into all these details. Then the sensual pleasures, what you call desire for sensual pleasure arises through the eye. Similar, this is how it arises, samudaya. And this origin and passing away. We don't see the passing away as it really is. That means this so-called beauty, appearance, pleasantness is impermanent. We don't see that. And therefore, sensual pleasures, desire arises. That is, but passing away, the gratification, we don't see it passing away, and we simply don't know the gratification. What is the gratification? Desire arises, craving arises. And the danger again is that it is not permanent, it is impermanent. And escape, we don't know how to escape from that trap, get rid of it. And therefore, with regard to sensual pleasures that arises through the eye, there is bondage, we bind it. Then, when we bind it, since we don't know as they really are, we bind it, then Buddha said, then sensual lust, sensual delight, sensual affection, sensual infatuation, sensual thirst, sensual pleasure, sensual attachment, sensual craving lie deep in one in regard to sensual pleasures. The Buddha used all the terms that, all the nuance of greed, different shades of meaning. That is that sensual lust. Sensual lust is simply put into very euphemistic terms, very palatable terms for us to justify it. Sensual lust. And sensual delight, we say appreciating. How about appreciating the piece of art, appreciating of dance, appreciating of music, and so forth and so on. We justify it. And sensual affection, another term we use, affection. Parents' affection for children, their affection to parents, friends' affection to friends, and so forth. All these are the terms we use to justify it in order to exist. Then sensual infatuation, we will be overwhelmed by sensual pleasure. And sensual thirst, we will be thirst until we quench this thirst, we pursue it, go looking for it. And sensual pleasure is a very famous term. And sensual attachment, that also sometimes famous. And sensual craving, it is very strong. And all these lie deeply in our mind with regard to sensual pleasures. And that is yoga, binding. This pleasure is binding. And that is number one. Number two is there is a bond of existence, bhava. That also is kama bhava, rupa bhava, arupa bhava. The desire for existence is called kama bhava. That means living existence in the realms of sensual pleasure is called kama bhava. Bhava has two meanings. One is committing something, and the other is the result. There's kama bhava, vipaka bhava. Karma means actions, intentional actions, and that is called karma bhava, becoming, existence. Then vipaka bhava, the results of that becoming. So, and that a person does not know, this again, the origin, passing away, gratification, danger, and escape of bhava, becoming. Kama bhava. Then rupa bhava. If somebody is tired of sensual existence in sensual pleasures, then the person may have a desire for rupa, in existence, material realm, not only sensual realms, but material. We call rupa bhava. When we practice meditation, for instance, one attain jhanas, and they have plans of uh, place to be born. That is called uh, rupa bhava. Then there is another set of practice called uh, uh, immaterial jhanas, akasana, chaitan, and so forth. Uh, then when one practices this, after that, that person will be born in that realm, arupa bhava, not not gross material existence, but find uh, mental state, existence in that state. Even though it is very, very subtle, and yet it is an existence. So the person will be attached to that, and person will be bound to that. That's called bhava yoga. Bhava yoga. These three stages, three realms of existence. Existence as uh, in the plane of sensual pleasure, in the place of material, fine material existence, and in immaterial existence. All these are existence. So somebody will be attached to that. And that attachment is called Bhava Yoga. Bhava Yoga. Then there is another one, and the person does not know its origin, its gratification, its cessation, gratification, danger, and escape. The person does not know. Origin, passing away, gratification, danger, and escape. There's the five things. These five things apply to all these four yogas. They are uh, they are rising, passing away, gratification, danger, and escape. These are the five. And then with regard to the next yoga is called states of action. Then the third yoga is yoga of ditti. Ditti means views. The person does not know the origin, passing away, the gratification, the danger, and the escapes in regard to views. There are 62 views Buddha stated, mentioned in Brahmajala Sutta in Diganika, the first sutta. Net of views, the highest net of views is called Brahma Jala Sutta. Jala means net. Brahma means great shortest discourse. In there he mentions 62 views, and the person does not know the again the origin, passing away, uh, gratification, danger, and escape of these 62 views. And therefore the person will be bound to that, tied to that, attached to that. That's called uh, the bond of views, plural. And that is the third. Fourth is the bond of uh, what you call ignorance, avidya yoga. Avidya yoga is the same as wrong view, but avidya means not knowing the Four Noble Truth is avidya. And a person does not know the origin, passing away, gratification, danger, and escape of ignorance. Ignorance is so powerful that if somebody calls us, you are ignorant, the person may have college education, university education, postgraduate education, has written many books, may have many PhDs, D.Lits, and so forth and so on, so many degrees. Maybe a great philosopher, and according to Buddha's definition of ignorance, they all are ignorant people, unless they know the Four Noble Truths exactly as they are ignorant. And that is because of the ignorance they are bound to it. They sometimes think ignorance is blessing, so they uh, are bound to that, attached to that, cling to that. That's called avidya yoga. Now, we learn 4 yogas: Kama yoga, Bhava yoga, Ditti yoga, Avidya yoga. Then, the opposite of that Buddha said, so long as they don't know this, they are deeply fettered to these yogas, and they deeply underlie in their mind. That's called and therefore they are all fettered. So Buddha says, one is fettered by bad, unwholesome state that are defiling, conducive to renewed existence, troublesome, ripening in suffering, leading to further birth, old age, death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair. If we are bound by this and attached to this, the results we cannot escape, avoid. What are the results? Results is rebirth, old age, sickness, and death, and grief, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair. So, Buddha also mentioned a way to escape from these 4 bondages. Sangyutta, Visanyutta, separation. cutting them off. And they also are four of cutting off. Cutting off of bondage of sensual pleasure, bondage of existence, bondage of views, and bondage of ignorance. These four, Buddha shows, Buddha not only presented the problem, but he gave the solution. Solution is because someone understands as they really are the origin, passing away, gratification, and the danger and the escape with regard to sensual pleasures. What is the origin of sensual pleasures? Is unmindful reflection, not restraining our senses. That is the source of this arising of sensual pleasure. Then, when we understand this, understand the origin, passing away, gratification, danger and escape of sensual pleasure, then the bondage will be cut off, shattered, broken, and the results will not arise when the cause is destroyed. So, that is Visang Yoga. Sang Yoga, Visang Yoga, Pali word, Visang Yoga. Visang Yoga means separation, cutting off of the bondage. So, the number one of that the way of cutting it off is understanding. The first step of the Noble Eightfold Path, right understanding. And when you don't understand it properly, then no matter what else we do, we cannot cut off this bondage, this yoga. Second is the existence, Bhava Yoga. When we do not understand a way to stop committing karma. I mentioned this many times, I don't know how many of you remember. There is a karma that stop karma, bhava. I said bhava, karma is, bhava is karma bhava vipak bhava. Karma means the things that we do with intention. That is karma. That is called karma bhava, making karma, becoming karma. And there is another karma that can destroy karma in order to destroy bhava, becoming. What is that karma? Karma that destroys karma. That karma is called Noble Eightfold Path. Number one of them, right understanding. When we have right understanding, then bhava ends. come to an end. So, somebody understand the origin, passing away, gratification, danger, and escape of sensuality or bhava becoming, then one escape from that. Then one will not commit that particular karma to become. And therefore, this is when one understands these things as they really are, then lust for existence, delight in existence, affection for existence, infatuation in existence, thirst for existence, passion for existence, attachment to existence, and craving for existence will cease. We have a craving for existence, desire for existence, passion for existence will cease. That ends our suffering. Third bondage is bondage of views. As I mentioned, there are 62 views. The origin of all the views is contact. Contact through our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Through these 6 senses, we contact the sensory object, phassa, and then feeling, then perception. When the perception arises, views arise. All kind of views. As I mentioned, 62 views can arise. Through the contact, it is very clearly stated in Brahmajala Sutta. 62 views arise through the contact with our sensual senses, sensory objects. And when we see them exactly in that 5 ways, their origin, cessation, gratification, danger, and escape, there will not be a bondage of views. Now, views end in the attainment of the first stage of enlightenment. Number 1 of them is Sakkaya Ditthi. All 62 views based on the view of self. And therefore, we can end this when we attain the stream entry. Then the last bondage is called Avidya Yoga. As I said, avidya means ignorance of 4 noble truths. When we understand the 4 noble truths exactly as they are, then we will end that bondage, cut that bondage off, and cut it off. So Buddha says, such are the sensualities, such are the existence, such are the views, and how is cutting off of bondage of ignorance. And Buddha said, here someone understand as they really are, the origin, passing away, the gratification, danger, and escape in regard to 6 bases of contact. 6 bases of contact. When the ignorance can be gotten rid of by understanding the six bases of contact. What are the six bases of contact? Eye contact, ear contact, nose contact, tongue contact, body contact, and mind contact. Views arise through the contact, ignorance arises through the contact. And therefore, when we really understand this very clearly, then ignorance and unknowing do not lie within one's in regard to six bases of for contact. This is called the cutting off of bond of ignorance, such as the cutting off of bond of sensuality, cutting off of bondage of existence, cutting off of bond of views, and the cutting off of ignorance. So one who detached from bad, unwholesome states that are unwholesome states that are defiling, conducive to renewed existence, troublesome, ripening in suffering, leading to further birth, old age, death will all disappear. Therefore, one is said to be secure from bondage. Buddha said, secure from bondage. In order for us to be secure from bondage, this is what we have to do. For your information, I say this course you can find in Anguttara Nikaya, Anguttara Nikaya, Chatukka Nipata, four Nipata. Anguttara Nikaya is divided into 11 sections. Chatukka Nipata, first 50, each Nipata is divided into 50, 50, 50. That means each Nipata has 150 suttas. And then the first Nipata, the first section of Chatukka Nipata is, we find this discourse, the 10th discourse of the first 50. When you take first 50, this is the 10th of the first 50, that means 10th sutta of that discourse. You may be interested in it if you like, and read it. So friends, this may be enough today for our Dhamma talk. Now I like to stop the talk and we want to do meditation. For meditation, we we go to share this. Okay. 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 May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long, large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth, May all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere. Neither from anger nor ill will should anyone wish harm to another. As a mother would risk her own life to protect her only child, even so towards all living beings, one should cultivate a boundless heart. One should cultivate all the world, a heart of boundless living friendliness, above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hatred or resentment, whether standing, walking, sitting, lying down, or whenever awake. One should develop this mindfulness. This is called divinely dwelling here, not falling into erroneous views, but virtuous and endowed with vision, removing desire for sensual pleasures. One comes never again to birth in the womb. With this thought of metta, we continue our meditation practice. As we mentioned, sit in a straight position, relaxed position. If you sit on a chair, still keep the body straight without leaning against the back support, and breathe deeply. Take deep inhaling and breathe out all the air in your lungs, and then breathe deeply again, and deeply breathe out until all air in your lungs is gone, so that there will be bigger capacity in your lungs to receive more oxygen when you breathe in. That would make your mind calm. Wandering mind here and there will not wander. Your concentration would be quicker. The body will, you will not fall sleepy, will not also fall asleep. You can stay awake. Also, you can notice every tiny little change taking place. Your feeling, your perception, thought, consciousness, they all are changing all the time, never remaining even for 2 consecutive moments. Even one moment they are changing very fast. That would help you to gain insight, wisdom, what we call, that is how we do vipassana meditation. Seeing impermanence, anicca, seeing dukkha, seeing anatta, non-self. We can see in our own personal experience. To do that, we do this practice, and I stop talking, you continue your practice. By means of this meritorious deed, may I never join with the foolish, may I join always with the wise, until the time unattained Bhavana. May the suffering be free from suffering, may the fear-struck be free from fear, may the grieving be free from grief. So too may all beings be, from the highest realm of existence to the lowest. May all beings arisen in these realms, with form and without form, with perception and without perception, be released from all suffering and attain to perfect peace. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Friends, this
Sadhu,
is
sadhu, sadhu.
end of our today's session, and as uh, I normally do, I want to share our metta with everybody. We began with metta and end with metta. It doesn't mean that metta ends in this recital, but the session comes to an end with metta. May all those who are in hospitals suffering from various diseases and taken care of by very compassionate doctors, nurses, and hospital staff, may they recover very quickly and return to their normal life, practice Dhamma, meditate, and liberate themselves from samsaric suffering. And all the doctors who take care of them, risking their life, sacrifice their comfort, may they all find time to practice Dhamma meditation, and they too liberate from samsaric suffering. May all those who have lost their loved ones recently or sometimes, and may they be free from grief and continue to practice Dhamma, understand the Dhamma, the true nature of life, true nature of the body, feeling, perception, thought, and consciousness, as we always emphasize, and then find peace and happiness and liberate from samsaric suffering. May all those who are in trouble spots in various parts of the world, war zones, poverty-stricken, discriminations, and so forth, may they find peace somehow, somewhere, find time to practice Dhamma, practice meditation, and liberate themselves from samsaric suffering. May all those who live in various parts of the universe in 10 directions, may they all find peace, happiness, and be well, happy, and peaceful, and attain liberation. Friends, we cultivate these thoughts in our own minds. We really, practically, we cannot eliminate all the sufferings in the world, in the universe. Beings are born with their own karma and they go through the results of them. But whoever practice metta, whoever practice metta, that person for that moment ex- experience peace and happiness. And if all the 8 billion people individually practice metta, all of them will be peaceful and happy. And we want all of them to practice metta, experience peace, and finally liberate from samsaric suffering. Okay, I end this session and see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you,
Bhante.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you, Bhante.
Sarvanai.
Sarvanai.
Thank you, Bhante.
Sadhu.